What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Muscle Mentality Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Williams. And today I got a specific topic that I've been using this way of eating, this approach to my life. My lifestyle has really benefited the way I approach life, the way I approach my work, the way that I feel throughout the day, the way that it gets me closer to God and to the people that's around me that I love. It pushes me to be a better, healthier, more fit version of myself, all through this specific way of eating. And if you want to know how I am approaching my life right now at this time, then tune in. Let's keep going. So this approach to eating, let's just dive into it. Let's just dive. All right. So today we're diving into a fascinating topic that's been gaining a lot of attention lately, fasting. But fasting isn't just a modern trend. It's a practice that spans centuries and cultures. So just think about your grandparents, your ancestors. They didn't eat all the time. So let's break it down and answer some of the most common questions about fasting. And although they didn't eat all the time, they were a lot healthier. They didn't have the access to food like we did. So question one, what exactly is fasting and how is it different from dieting? Let's start with the basics. What is fasting? Fasting is the voluntary act of not eating or sometimes drinking. It's a temporary pause, not a permanent change. So you have to look at it in a different way. Now, how is that different from dieting? Dieting typically involves controlling what you eat, choosing specific foods, managing your portion sizes, or just reducing the calories to reach a goal. Fasting, on the other hand, focuses on when you eat, or more specifically, when you don't eat. And that's the game changer. You don't have to stress about food anymore. You don't have to take food away. It's just, you don't have to count calories. It's just amazing. The key difference is mindset. Dieting often comes with restrictions that can feel limiting or stressful, while fasting is more about creating space for your body to rest and reset. Think of fasting as a tool to complement your lifestyle. You're not focusing on food rules. Instead, you're allowing your body to shift into focus from constant digestion to repair and energy optimization. So, plus fasting can be flexible. It's not tied to any specific foods or plans. So you can pair it with your existing eating plan, like whatever type of diet that you might be on, whether you're a vegan, paleo, carnivore, Mediterranean, or somewhere in between. Question two, what are the main types of fasting and how do they work? There are many types of fasting, but let's break it down into three common categories. Number one, intermittent fasting. This is the most popular approach and involves cycling between periods of fasting and eating. One example is the 16-8 method. That's one of my favorite methods, where you fast for 16 hours and then you eat within an 8-hour window. Another is the 5-2, where you eat normally for 5 days, and then for those other 2 days, you're going to eat in a calorie deficit, so you're not eating as many calories. The idea here is to give your body the regular breaks from food so you can optimize energy, use your fat to fuel your body for fat burning. Extended fasting. This involves fasting for 24, 36, 48, or even 72 hours, 5-day fast. Extended fast promotes cellular repair processes like autophagy, which we need, where the body clears out damaged cells and regenerates. It's a deeper reset but requires more preparation and should be approached with caution, especially for beginners. So that's, if you're a beginner, start with the 12 hours, then the 16-8, then the 24. Religious or spiritual fasting. These types of fasts have been practiced for centuries and vary across traditions. For example, Muslims fast from dawn to sunset during Ramadan, while some Christians fast during Lent. The focus here is to often for self-discipline, gratitude, and spiritual reflection rather than the physical health. Each type of fasting has its own purpose and benefits. You can choose one that aligns with your goals, whether it's for metabolic health, detoxification, or spiritual connection. Fasting offers something unique for everyone, so everyone can do it. I recommend everyone do it and see what works best for you. See how you feel. Just try it out. Question number 3, How long should a fast typically last? The length of a fast depends on your goals, lifestyle, and experience level. So for beginners, a great place to start is fasting for 12 to 16 hours. This could be as simple as skipping breakfast or finishing dinner earlier in the evening. The 16-8 method is a popular choice because it's sustainable. You can really do this and not have to think about it. And it's easy to integrate into your daily life. So for experience, if you're a more experienced faster like me, once you're comfortable, you might want to try a 24-hour fast, such as going from dinner to dinner, which gives your body more time to tap into those fat stores for energy and promote deeper repair process. It makes fat burning and losing weight easy. For health benefits like cellular repair, autophagy, studies show that extended fast of a 48 to 72 hour can trigger autophagy and other regenerative processes. These should only be done occasionally and under professional guidance to avoid potential risks like nutrient deficiencies or dehydrations. I like to try to do a 48-hour fast twice a month. Remember, fasting is not about extremes. The goal is to challenge your body gently, not push it to exhaustion. Listen to your body's signals. If you feel dizzy, fatigued, or unwell, it's okay to break your fast. Fasting is a tool, not a rule, and it's meant to support your well-being. But if you feel bad at the very end of this video, so stay tuned, I'm going to show you what I do if I feel bad during the fast. Question 4, is fasting the same as starvation? That right there is a great question. The short answer is no. Fasting is not the same as starvation. Why is that? Fasting is intentional. You choose when to start and stop based on your needs and goals. It's a controlled process where your body uses stored energy like glycogen and fat for your fuel. You're still in charge of your nutrition and can return to eating when it's time. Starvation, on the other hand, is involuntary and very dangerous. It happens when the body lacks sufficient nutrients over a long period of time, often due to food scarcity. So when your body runs out of energy reserves, it starts breaking down the vital tissues like muscles to survive. And the best form of longevity, this is why we lift weights, this is why we eat our protein, is to keep the muscle, if not build the muscle, because it's that important. So what's amazing about fasting is how adaptable the human body is. During a fast, your metabolism doesn't shut down. It actually shifts gears. Hormones like insulin drop, making it easier for your body to access stored fat. Ketones, a byproduct of fat metabolism, provide the energy to your brain that we need. This is why people often report feeling clear-headed and focused during a fast. I'm fasting right now. Light on my feet, quick on with the words that I'm saying. It's as long as you fast mindfully and stay hydrated, it's safe and beneficial practice. So not to be confused with starvation. Question 5. Why has fasting been practiced historically and culturally? Fasting has deep roots in human history and has been practiced across cultures and for various reasons. So the spiritual practice, for many religions, fasting is a way to connect with a higher power. I'll give y'all a couple. In Islam, fasting during Ramadan teaches self-discipline and gratitude. We need it. In Christianity, Lent encourages reflections and sacrifice. We need it. Hinduism and Buddhism also incorporate fasting as a way to purify the mind and body. We need it. So I don't care what you believe in. Fasting is very beneficial, but it all depends on how you approach it. Health and healing. The ancient Greeks, their physicians believed that fasting could help the body heal itself. Before the rise of modern medicine, fasting was often prescribed as a remedy for various ailments. It's fascinating how those ancient ideas are now supported by modern science. Survival and resilience. For early humans, fasting wasn't always a choice. Food scarcity meant that going without food was a natural part of life. Our body evolved to handle these periods of scarcity, which is why we're so good at adapting during fast today. Fasting bridges the past and the present, whether for spiritual growth, physical health, or cultural tradition. It remains a practice that unites us worldwide. Fasting is a powerful practice with a rich history and many benefits, but it's not about the perfection. It's about finding balance and learning what your body needs. Whether you're curious about fasting for health, fitness, or spiritual reasons, I hope this helped answer some of your questions. So how can we fast? And if we start to feel bad, how should you approach it? What should you do? So some things that I like to make sure that I have during my fast and make it a little bit easier, especially for those prolonged fasts. I'm drinking electrolyte waters, making sure I'm getting my electrolytes, the sodium, potassium, and your magnesium with as much water as I can get. So right there keeps me hydrated, but it also keeps some good nutrients in and help flush out the bad stuff. It also helps your brain is mostly made up of water. And if your brain is mostly made up of water, then we know how important water is. Our muscles are made up of over 50, 60, 70% of water. That's how important it is. So making sure you get enough water. That second thing will be caffeine. Caffeine will be something that I utilize throughout the entire day. You just got to watch if you're prolonging that fast. You don't want to extend your caffeine intake into the evening before you go to bed because you don't want to mess up your sleep cycle. So I drink black coffee. I drink some hot green tea. So anything that is 0 calorie, but which you always want to stick with whole food forms. So black coffee, green tea is our great choices to get that caffeine. That caffeine is going to stimulate your metabolism and not make you feel as hungry. It's going to give you the energy to make sure that you are able to thrive in moments where you might feel tired from not having food. But it also is going to suppress your appetite. So now you're not even thinking about food, or you might be thinking about it, but you're not listening to your gut telling you, hey, it's time to eat. Those are just a couple things that I utilize while I'm fasting, and it helps. If you want to learn more, feel free to reach out to me or share your experience with your fasting. So drop it in the comments. So let's keep this conversation going. If you like this podcast, make sure you send it to someone. But before you do, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can subscribe to the channel, so you can see when I'm posting, so you're not getting behind, so you can keep up with me each and every week. So make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure you send it over to a friend, family member, and see if this is something that they might want to start to incorporate into their life, and then y'all can do it together. Remember, this is about, you get all the benefits from the health benefits, the mind, the spiritual benefits, the closeness that you get with fasting, that you can get closer towards your family, your friends, and with God. So love yourself. I want you to approach your health, getting healthy and getting fit. I want you to approach this in a way saying, hey, I'm going to do this because I love myself enough. I don't want you to approach getting healthy, getting fit because I hate myself. So keep showing up for yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself, because I love me some me. And me loving me some me makes it a lot easier to get through my day, to get through my life, so I can continue to keep showing up for the people that depend on me. I love y'all. Try it out. Let me know. I love y'all. See y'all on the next one.